Yeah, in this video, I'm going to show you how to calculate problems using variation and the types of variations which are there. Okay, so variation is the change to something. Okay, a change to something or anything is what we call variation. And we can use variation to describe specific relationships, like the change of an object, related object, like one object changes when one object changes and the other one changes. Okay, so we can use variation to describe such relationships. Okay, so types of variation, we have four types of variation. The first one is direct variation, followed by inverse variation, joint variation, and partial variation. But in this video, we are going to cover direct variation. So if you want to know more about inverse variation, joint variation, and partial variation, please let me know in the comment below. Remember, don't forget to like and subscribe to my channel so that you don't miss out of any of my videos. Okay, so let's go into direct variation. What is it all about? So direct variation, in direct variation, as one variable increases, the other variable increases as well. Okay, so to show this on the Cartesian plane, we are going to have y axis that side and the x axis this side, and here is where the origin is. And then so when one variable increases, like for example, if x variable increase, even the y variable increases, so the graph will be a straight line. Okay, and it will be y varies direct as x. Okay, so to replace that alpha symbol, this alpha symbol here, we are going to have y is equals to kx, where k is the constant of variation. A constant of variation, no matter how this graph changes, there will be a variable which will be constant. Okay, so that's what k means. So whenever you replace that alpha symbol with an equal sign, don't forget that there is a constant of variation. Then from there, let's just first have our first example. Let's see how we can use this formula to calculate problems using involving direct variation. Okay, so here I have an example for you. So like for the first example says, given that y varies directly. Okay, so you are going to know how what kind of variation you have been asked of by just looking at these terms: direct, joint, inverse, or partial. So in this case, there is directly, so this question goes direct for it is for direct variation. So given that y varies directly with x and y equals to 8 when x is equals to 6, so find k. Find k, which is the constant of variation. Then b, find y when x is equals to 3. Then c, find x when y equals to 24. So let's find the value of k first. Okay, so to find the value of k, we are going to replace in our formula. So we're going to write our formula first. Okay, so let's say solutions. Okay, so let's work out the value of k. So the value of k, so a, the first question a, so we write our formula first, which is y equals to kx. Then from there, let's go into our question first. We see what we have been given in this formula. So given that y varies directly with x and y is equals to 8, so our y here is 8. So we're going to write that 8 where there is y, which is equals to, and then what of k? Okay, so when we look at our question, it says find k. So our k is what we are looking for. So what of x? So x is here, and x is 6 at when x is equals to 6. Okay, so our x is 6. So k in brackets 6. Okay, so let's calculate now. So we have 8, which is equals to k times 6 is 6k. Okay, so from here to find the value of k, we are going to divide both sides by 6. So here we are going to have k, which is equals to 6, this 6 here into 8. We are going to have 1 remainder 2 over 6. Okay, so the constant of variation there is 1 and 2 over 6. Okay, so this is the constant of variation, but we need to simplify that fraction. Remember, this is a mixed fraction, so let's simplify it. So our k to be 1, then we look for the number which goes into 2 and 6 without leaving a remainder, which is 2. So 2 into 2, it will be 1, and 2 into 6, it will be 3. So it will be 1 and 1 over 3. Okay, so this is the constant of variation. Okay, so let's go back and calculate and solve the second question. So the second question was saying find y when x is equals to 3. Find y when x is equals to 3. So that is B. So B says find y when x is equals to 3. Okay, so here our y is what we are looking for. So y will be equals to our constant of variation. We already have it, which is 1 and 1 over 3. And then our x is 3. Okay, our x is 3. Okay, so our x is 3. Then we do the calculations now. Okay, so when doing the calculation, we are going to find that our y is equals to this 3 here multiplied by this mixed fraction. 2 is going to be 1 and 3 over 3. Okay, so that is y will be equals to 3 into 3 to be 1. 1 times 1 to be 1. So our y is 1. Okay, so the value of y when x is 3, the value of y will be 1. Okay, so when one variable increases, the other one increases. That's the how direct variation is. So when x is 3, y will be 1. Okay, so let's go for our last equation, which is which is saying find x when y is equals to 24. So what will be the value of x when y is equals to 24? Okay, so when y will be equals to 24, what will be the value of x? That is c. So when y, we get our formula first, kx. So when y is 24, what will be x? So our k is 1 and 1 over 3. We already found it. Then what will be the value of x? Okay, so let's calculate. Okay, so change this mixed fraction first into an improper fraction. So when changing, you multiply 3 by this whole number which is here. Okay, with the whole number which is here. So we're going to multiply this 3 here multiplied by that 1 there to be 3. Then if that 3 that you get plus that one which is there. Okay, and then you are going to get 4, which will be 4 over 3. Okay, then this 4 over 3 multiplied by x, it will be x here. Okay, so after that you have to get rid of that 4 over 3 because we are looking for x. So what are we going to do? We are going to multiply this 4 over 3 by its multiplicative inverse, which is 3 over 4. Remember, multiplicative inverse is a number which when you multiply it with that number, it is going to result in 1. Answer that you get is 1. So we're going to multiply this 4 over 3 by 3 over 4 so that we get 1. Okay, so what we do here is what we are going to do at the left side. So we are going to say 24 multiplied by 3 over 4, okay, which is equals to 4 over 3x multiplied by 3 over 4. Okay, so this one we are going to have so this 24 multiplied by 3, so we're going to say 24 divided by 4. Here we are going to have 4 into 24, we're going to have 6. We're going to have 6, so 6 times 3, it is going to be 18, is equals to, these ones will go, and then you are going to remain with x here. So our x is 18. The value of x is 18. So that's how to solve direct variation. Okay, so